Morning, everybody. Melissa here. It's early morning, about 5:45. I've been up since 4, drinking coffee. My son was up too, so he was on the computer. Talked to him for a minute. But I wanted to check in and report on my therapy appointment that I had day before yesterday. I was going to come straight home from my appointment, and my intentions were to give an update or a post on how it went as soon as I got back, but I was not in a very good frame of mind when I got back from that appointment. I think it's safe to say it did not go well. And I'm going to talk to my psychiatrist when I go back, which is February 11th. I thought it was January 11th. It's February 11th. It's a ways away. Yeah, I'm not going back to her. They can find somebody else for me. And they told me that, if I didn't care for her, we weren't a match, that was fine. I could, talk to somebody else. And leading up to this appointment that I had, I'd been in bed for 3 days. Almost like paralyzed with fear to leave my house. I didn't leave my house for 3 days. So I was like, it's time to get out of the house. We had a lot of snow here, and it was nasty cold anyway. And I thought, okay, therapy appointment. I'll leave my house. I'll get out, get some fresh air. I'm still taking my medication, the Selegiline patch. Sometimes I feel like it's okay, and then sometimes I feel like it's giving me more anxiety. It's affected my appetite. That's the main thing, but it gives me, I think it's ramped up my anxiety. I can't see that it, is doing anything for my depression yet, but we'll see. It's been 2 weeks now. So, gotta give it more time. My appointment with Karen, I'm not quite sure what kind of therapist she is. I've seen a lot of therapists in my time, and once again, when I got in there, I told her I'd been in bed for 3 days. She said, well, it's cold, I can understand that, it's winter time, hibernate in. No. It wouldn't matter if it was summer, spring, fall, but I didn't say anything. She said, so you haven't gone to work in 3 days? I said, no, I called in sick, which when we call in at my job, we can take 3 days off without being penalized for it or wrote up or whatever, warned. depending on how many times you've done it. So, um, I said, yeah, I'm heading for trouble in this area, and I feel like I'm a spectator in my life, like I'm just watching to see how everything unfolds, and which I've already touched on the fact I don't feel real sometimes, well, I don't have an identity, basically. And I feel like I'm watching like a TV show. It's like, let's see how this is going to play out. Let's see how this is going to unfold. She said, well, what if you lose your job? And I said, I don't care. I mean, it's just the way it is. Well, if you lose your job, what if you lose your house? I don't care. Well, what do you mean you don't care? What's the scenario if you lose your job and your house? I don't know. Well, what are you going to do? Move in with your mommy? She said it just like that. I said, doubtful. Guess I'll live on the street. You know, she said, well, why are you even here then if you don't care? I'm here because I want to know why I don't care. I want to get to working on whatever these issues are that have caused me to be this way and think this way and feel this way, and I would like to try to fix it. Because in my mind, in my reasonable thought, I know what I need to do, what's acceptable to do in society, and I need to go to work and pay my bills and, all that good stuff that I've managed to do barely through the years. I'm here because I want help. And she said, well, what if there is no help? What if God just blessed you with the mind that you have and you have to live with that? That statement did not go over well, or question. I guess that was a question she posed to me. I've touched on in a past video about my sexual abuse and the effects that it had on me with religion towards God, my views on God. The shame that I have felt all these years that I'm sure I've never fully worked through, even though I don't think about it, I guess I've always felt punished by God for Him seeing, in the picture where the eyes were watching me, watching this person do this to me. Feeling that shame and guilt and feeling God's disapproval rather than His help, because He didn't help me through that situation. And to a 6-year-old mind, what do you expect to think? And for her to say that, kind of just reinforced in, I guess, child me Oh, well, that makes sense. You know, yeah, God probably did do this to me because He's punishing me still. Um, Rationally, I don't believe that, but somewhere in me, I think I do. And of course, she doesn't know that because she's never bothered to ask me about anything that's happened in my childhood. Um, so I immediately got very defensive when she said that. And I could feel my anger rising. I guess I kind of got an indignant attitude towards her then. And I realized it and I tried to tone it down. But she just kept wanting to talk about my job and I don't know, I can't remember exactly how it led to, what it led to, but she was trying to tell me I needed to go find a new job. Needed to quit my job and go find a new job. And she asked me why I wasn't doing that. I mean, other than the obvious that I've only got 2 years to retire. Um, and I told her, I didn't want to let people down, and I didn't want my mom to be let down, or my mom to think I'm stupid for quitting. Or in my whole family, they would think I would have totally just lost my mind if I just walk away from this job. And she said, so you're worried about what your mom is going to think? And then she said, you're too old. You're in your 50s. You're way too old to feel this way. She said, this is something I would expect from a 20-year-old. You're just too old to have these feelings. I mean, is she right? Was that an appropriate thing to say? I felt like I was being shamed through this whole conversation. I mean, I feel the way I feel. I can't help it. But she has no idea of anything in my past, my history. But apparently I'm too old to feel the way that I'm feeling, and I'm so confused. And when I got home, I was so upset, and I told my son, I was like, okay, so what? I'm being like I can't help what I'm feeling. But apparently I'm too old to have these feelings of not wanting to disappoint people and being anxious and depressed about it. I don't know what to do now. I really closed up after that. I didn't want to say anything else to her because what's the point? And this is why I went so long without help again, because this is what you face. Anytime I've gone to these therapists,
they're not wanting to help you work through, at least the ones I've experienced. And I don't know where these people get their degrees from or what kind of therapists they are, how trained they are, but I have, yeah, I have things I need to work through. I don't know how to do that by myself, or I would. I mean, I scour books and videos and to get some clarity and self-awareness. Sorry. Um, so I'm like, if I'm too old to feel this way, then what kind of hope do I have? Because this is what I've been dealing with my whole life. Just because I'm in my 50s now, this goes way back to my teen years and even before. And so I'm just really confused. And I really came home feeling like there's just no hope. Um, my my son came in here and asked me what was wrong. I said, I give up. I'm done. I give up. And he asked me what happened, and I told him, and I said, I guess there's just no hope of getting any help. And he said, well, that lady's just stupid. I don't know. Am I being crazy? I mean, was that? I mean, is that true? I don't know. I'm so confused now. Um, I'm going to talk to my psychiatrist about it when I go see him and see what he says about it. Uh, so like I said, for the remainder of the appointment, I just kind of yes and no'd it, and the only thing she wanted me to do was, she wanted me to make a poster board with my goals on it of moving to Arizona, which is where I wanted to retire to, and cut out magazine pictures and put them on this board and look at it every day and open my curtains in my bedroom and make this poster board and look at it every day and realize my goals. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I also felt like I'm not a third grader, you know, doing a little poster board project. But for somebody to judge me and say I'm too old to feel the way that I'm feeling, or to tell me that maybe God blessed me with these issues, blessed me with this. I mean, I'm always second guessing myself anyway and doubting myself. So this has really like thrown me into a tailspin. And I don't know if, is she right? I don't know. But I don't want to go back. I'm going to go to my psychiatrist and tell him, see what he thinks about it, because understanding of therapy is that they listen and they try to guide you through your issues and help you understand better why you think and feel the way that you do. I just felt really shamed and I don't know. So I don't know if I'm wrong. But it makes me want to give up, and it just makes me just stay in that hopeless frame of mind. Anyhow, I go back to work tomorrow on day shift, and then work till Wednesday, and then I'm off for the holidays until the 2nd of January. So that's good. And I don't know how the holidays are going to go, but it'll be interesting anyway. So if I don't make another video until after the holidays, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Thanks for listening to me and letting me vent. And I hope everybody has a good new year. And I will get back to you probably after the holidays. So everybody take care.